Hi there, it's Jen. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am sharing a card using a stamp set from the Seven Kids Craft Store September release. And the name of the stamp set that I'm going to be using is called La Katrina. And it's kind of got a Day of the Dead feel to it. It's a really, really beautiful stamp set. And if you're a Copic colorer or even a colored pencil colorer, it's a very beautiful stamp to color up. However, I did not color it up a whole lot. I've just been kind of in a creative funk, I think, these last couple of days. And so I did start coloring it with my alcohol markers, and it just wasn't working for me. So I tried something different. So I am going to start out with this stencil it's a Hero Art stencil. It's an older stencil. I am not even sure what the name of it is. I just remember that it is a Hero Art stencil. It's a really beautiful, detailed stencil. And so I'm going to take a piece of Bristol smooth cardstock and tape that to the stencil. And then I'm going to use some Distress ink in Hickory Smoke, which is a gray color, and then the Black Soot, which is a black color. And I am going to use my blending tool to go ahead and do the center and the lighter color, which is the Hickory Smoke. And then I will come in with the Black Soot around the edges. And I really love the detail that this stencil has. It's just really, really beautiful. It's one of my favorite stencils. And if you've watched my channel, you know that stencils are one of my very favorite products to use, just because they are very inexpensive and they're very inexpensive for the amount of things you can do with them. They're just awesome. So after I went ahead with my inks, I'm going to take out some shimmer spray and spray a little bit of that on my panel. And then I'm going to take the stamp and stamp it right over that stenciled image. And so this is where I had tried to Copic color the image up, and I am very not skilled at Copic coloring for the most part. I can do a little bit of it, but I just was not happy with it, and so I went ahead and switched over and decided that I was not going to color a whole lot on this card. And so I'm taking my VersaFine Black, I think it's my VersaFine Black, and I just stamped several times over the stenciled image. And so I kind of like how it looks with the stenciled image in the background. And I'm just going to take my colored pencils, and I'm just doing very little color. So I'm basically just outlining most of the areas, although on the underside of the hat I do fill in that with a solid color. And this was just a really easy way to add just a little bit of color without coloring an entire image. And I wanted to mention real quick that Kelly, the owner of Seven Kids Craft Store, is currently having a sale. So everything in the cardstock category is buy two, get one free. So I will leave a link below in the description for the store, so that if you want to go ahead and check out the stamp sets and check out all of the other wonderful supplies that she has in the store, I encourage you to go ahead and do that and support Kelly's small business. And I'm going to go ahead and just finish up the coloring. And I have this die. It's a Pink Fresh Studios die. I think it's called Ornate Frames or something like that. I will leave a link below. It's just a really pretty die, and I think it really matched the theme of this card. So I went ahead and used that die, and then I'm going to place that on a black card base. And so my card bases, I just split it down the middle. For the longest time I did that top fold card, and I don't know why I did it. I think I just did it because that's how everybody else did it. But I find it easier to split the card base this way rather than do the top fold card. And so I'm going to take some adhesive and I'll adhere that panel down. and then add a few sequins, and that will finish off this card. I know the photos don't really show how pretty this card is, but it is really pretty in person, and I'm actually kind of happy with how this turned out. As I mentioned, all the links for everything will be in the description below. Thank you, as always, for joining me today. If you liked this video or found it informative, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. As always, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me, and I hope to catch you next time.